Are you a renter or are you a buyer? Both can be great options for putting a roof over your head. But what about your insurance needs? Hi, I'm Dylan McKeegan, a Mutual of Omaha financial advisor who works closely with families from around the Lincoln area. And I think that renting versus buying is a great way for us to think about life insurance as well. Generally speaking, there are two types of life insurance, term and permanent. Both can play an important role in a financial plan, depending on what your needs are at that specific time in life. To understand the differences and help you decide which type fits your needs today, let's go back to the analogy of buying or renting a home. You can think of term life insurance like an apartment you rent. It temporarily provides much needed protection until you're ready to move into a more permanent place of your own. Think back to the first apartment you ever lived in. It was probably affordable and, for a short time, provided the basics you needed to live comfortably and securely. You paid your rent to gain another month of protection, all the while knowing it was never going to be your permanent home. And you probably signed a lease agreeing to rent the apartment for a specified amount of time. Likewise, with a term life insurance policy, it's typically going to be a more affordable option, and it's going to be temporary. You'll agree to a specific time period or term that you'll be covered, usually 10, 15, 20, or 30 years, and once that term is up, you can only continue your term coverage if you pay year by year or apply for another term. Either option will be significantly more expensive than your previous coverage. And, like your first apartment, a term life insurance policy provides you with the basics. This means your loved ones would simply get the death benefit amount you purchased if something was to happen to you. Permanent life insurance is like a house that you purchase. You own it. So it can provide an important level of security and protection for your family for the rest of your life and theirs. Permanent life insurance may initially cost more than term, but the added comfort that comes from knowing it could be there for your entire life may make it a better overall value for you. Depending on the type of policy, some permanent life insurance has premiums that will stay level as long as you own the policy. So, in a way, these policies are like a home with a long-term fixed mortgage, which may cost a bit more. But they can actually save you money over the long run when compared to paying rent that continually increases over time. And much like a house you own, permanent life insurance offers more than just the basics. In addition to the death benefit, a permanent life insurance policy can build equity as its cash value has potential to go up. Like equity in your home, the cash value of a permanent policy can grow, has tax advantages, and can be borrowed against for as long as you own your policy. Like that first inexpensive apartment you rented years ago, or the home you can call your own today, term and permanent life insurance can both play an important role. But the role they play could be different depending on what stage of life you're in. Unlike an apartment or a home, there are often situations where you need both term and permanent life insurance at the same time. I can help you determine what works for your current needs. So book an appointment with me today. And remember, it's never too late to plan your financial future.